Morning Abotai, Chodesh Tov, a special halacha, Lichvod Rosh Chodesh Kislev. There's an interesting Gemara in Rosh Hashanah Daf Yudchet Amud Bet. The Gemara says that when the Hashmonaim were victorious over the Greeks, the first thing they did was that they started writing in their shtarot. Anytime they used to have a document, they would write Bishnat Kach Vekach LiYochanan Kohen Gadol El Elyon. They used to write, this is the year Ploni, such and such of Yochanan, the Kohen Gadol, to God Almighty. And the Chachamim heard about this takana. The Chachamim were not pleased. They said, hey, wait a second. When a person pays that debt, the person's going to take back, the lender is going to take back the document and throw it in the garbage. That document has the name of Hashem in the document and it's going to be in the garbage. The Chachamim abolished this takana. They said, no more of that. And they made a holiday on that day when they abolished the takana. So we see it's problematic when you write the name of a Kadosh Baruch Hu in all sorts of mundane documents and there is, there's concern that it can end up in a disgraceful place. You can't write the name of Hashem over there. Because of that, Maran Zichrono Livracha wrote very strongly, and until today, his Talmidim and his followers do the same thing. He said not to write psukim, all sorts of psukim, in wedding invitations. Sometimes people write psukim, Im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach yemini, kol sason v'kol simcha. Maran Zichrono Livracha was very against that. Why? Because people aren't careful. After a while, what do you do with wedding invitations? Nobody puts wedding invitations into Gniza. They throw them into the garbage. And sometimes when you have whole or even half psukim over there, it can be a problem of bizyon kitvei HaKodesh. And therefore, a person has to be careful not to do that. There's an idea today, I see a lot of people, it's very popular today, that people stopped already with paper invitations. Everything's by email. Baruch Hashem. So that's a good thing. Over there you can write any psukim that you want. Over there, because there's no issue, even if there's full psukim, and even if there's the name of Hashem on an email, you're still allowed to delete it. There's no isur of mechikat Shem Hashem by digital things. That's even better. But on wedding invitations, that's a separate story. Paper invitations, you shouldn't do that. Now, also, Maran Zichron Livracha was careful, based on the Tshuvat Rambam, you shouldn't use block letters, which is called Ktav Ashurit, the same letters that we have in the Sefer Torah, regular Hebrew letters on wedding invitations, because the Rambam writes that has special kedusha. You shouldn't use that on mundane things. Maran Zichron Livracha himself, when he made wedding invitations, he would use Ktav Agol. He would use round Hebrew letters as opposed to Ktav Ashuri. So also, people shouldn't be noheg bizayon and throw out Ktav Ashuri into the garbage. Nevertheless, in Yichavedat, Chelegim Siman Ayin Chet, Maran Zichron Livracha does write that writing Bet He or Be'ezrat Hashem, writing the letter He to signify the name of Hashem, doesn't have any kedusha whatsoever. He quotes Maran Achidah, who quotes Rabbeinu Eliezer Nahum, says Meforash that the letter He does not it doesn't have any kedusha whatsoever. You can write Bet He, Be'ezrat Hashem. Some people, they're super machmir. So what do? They don't write He, they write Dalit. And some people are so machmir, they don't write Dalit, they write Tet. Yeah? Dai, maspik. Yeah? You don't have to do that. He is okay. Maran Achidah writes, there's no kedusha, everything's fine. Yom Tov, Chodesh Tov.